Hello and welcome, my friends. Happy Saturday and welcome to the full hunter moon energy. Yep, here we go into the full hunter moon. This does, of course, build off of that harvest moon energy as our ancestors, that harvest, the hunt, they're filling their stores. They legit named the moons for what they were doing. It's kind of nice, I guess. It is a supermoon, so it is large and in charge. So for those who'll be able to see it, it's going to be beautiful. Big, bold, and amazing. Now, whether or not you can see it, because I know weather, cities, you name it, can cause the inability to see the moon, it's still going to be there. We're still going to feel it because it's the moon. Now, the tarot deck I have for today, this is the Tarot de la Nuit, the Tarot of the Night, as those nights are getting longer. And it is such a beautiful deck for that cool, crisp night air. And here I have, what is it called? Enchanted Oracle. It's gorgeous. Again, similar tones, that beauty in the darkness. I'm not going to put that there. It always glares off my light. So we'll put it on the side. All right, let's wake the deck up and let's check in to what the full hunter moon wants to share with you. And no, guys, like we have the energy of the moon till Wednesday because it does rise on Monday. Tuesday, we do have the Draconids meteor shower to add in to this beautiful supersized energy. And meteor showers, think of them as like little wishing stars. Those little nuggets of aha that are shared with us from the heavens, the universe, the god, goddess, you name it. We have the Six of Cups. We have the King of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Four of Cups in reversal. Temperance in reversal. And Judgment. All right. So you can already see a little bit of a balance shift, if you will. We've got Temperance, who is the major arcana of balance, and energy flow. It's on its head. Come on, let's be honest, guys. Most of us have been on our head energetically since last year, or some of us even since before the decade started. It's really important, especially over the next 5 days, that we kind of take control a little bit of it. We start to stabilize ourselves. We start to use our head so that we can stabilize and maintain that stable and balance. Huge. Yes, historical stuff will cause us to, get that energy flow all clogged up. We're going to feel on our head. However, when we slow down, focus in on self and what's happening for us, we can start to use our tools. So for the balance and grounding, if you're a meditator, absolutely. Some of us aren't. However, there are other ways. Going for a walk. Crafting or being creative, because you're, again, getting out of your head, getting out of the situation or problem, and you're opening yourself up to some amazing opportunities for those ahas. And yes, it does not have anything to do with outside or the earth. However, taking a shower, same idea. You're getting out of the swirl, the twirl, and you're starting to reinforce that stability and calm on the inside. You can always kick it up a notch and, head in for an intentional shower where you break down that law of free will So before you get into the shower, as you're getting the water temperature proper and you're getting those towels all fluffy, ask any and all high vibrational beings, hello judgment, to come in and help ground and stabilize you, clear out your mind, your body, your soul, so that they restabilize and re-energize you. Boom. Amazing. You're hitting 3 for 1. Actually 4 for 1, because you're bringing in the high vibrational beings, you're bringing in the energy, you're bringing in the stability and the mind in kind of streamlining it a bit. Crystals that can help for the grounding and stability, any red or black. Energy flow, I would say clear quartz, because it does shift from the negative to the positive. Also can help with that crown chakra to open you up. Additionally, if you have a lot of external yuck coming forward, something like a selenite can also help with that crown chakra. Don't overthink it, because that's easy to do. Use the tools that you have and, well, bring them into play. Because you can't change the past. You can't change what's happening right now, but you can change what you're focusing in on. Because the 4 of Cups does bring in, especially in the reversal, some of the heavy blah that we're feeling from the outside, from our everyday. We're missing that holy grail. It's going to be important that you do use your tools, especially over the next 5 days, to get yourself, well, stable, on your feet, ready to go and enjoy. It's an amazing opportunity to get yourself back on your feet and feeling good as the veil starts to thin, which opens up even more aha, more connection. And the veil is slowly starting now. It starts the beginning-ish of October. By the 15th, 16th, where some very sensitive people are starting to feel that shift. And then by the 31st, it is open like the faucet is running high. So a lot of people think that on the 31st is like some sort of weird switch that goes on and off. No, it slowly breaks down and then slowly builds up again. It's a cycle, just like anything else in nature. Mermaid dreams. I love it. Brings in the water, but you can also bring some of these elements in while you're sleeping. Ask the high vibrational beings, hello judgment, to help rebalance you, to help bring in the aha, the clarity, those pieces that you need, help you to connect to the Holy Grail. And then also to help you remember when you wake up. Then go to sleep. I would recommend that you have pencil and paper right at hand, because you will forget. Thank you, ego. However, when you get up, when you wake up, grab your pen and paper or pencil and paper and write it down. Don't even think about it. Put the pen or pencil to the paper and just let it go. Close your eyes and just let it go. Spelling, grammar doesn't count. Your ego is not quite awake, because you're not quite awake, and you're going to get more down than you will if you get up, go pee, and try and remember. The green woman, connected into the green man and connected into the Queen of Pentacles, that very earthy, grounded, nurturing energy. Doubly important. We are looking at that lunar energy, which can destabilize us, because especially with the supermoon, it's big, right? Lots of that upper chakra energy. Well, you need to make sure your lower chakras are working just as much. Shadow Weaver, to help you bring some of those aspects that you may be missing, that may be a little bit harder to connect in with, to the surface. That's why we have the King of Swords. He's an action mind guy. He's Mr. Spock, ready to roll. We don't want the illogical part, but we do want the memory. We want the mind moving, because some of those shadowy pieces will help us. We need to start to connect those dots. We need the action of the masculine and we need the compassion of the female to bring in that weaving aspect of bringing some of those pieces that have been starting to resonate a little bit, the Holy Grail pieces that we've been missing because of life, because life be lifing. Now, is it easier said than done? Oh yeah. You will out-talk yourself. You'll have challenges with it. However, the more that you set some intention, you give yourself a little bit of time, a little bit of energy, and start to make notes of it, you start to work in this energy, the easier it's going to be. Please note, you do not want to hyper-focus in on this, because like I said at the very beginning, balance is the name of the game. Stability is the name of the game. Oh, there's another balance card. You don't want to hyper-focus in on it, because that's another way of burning yourself out and missing the point. Knight of Pentacles. The Chariot. I kind of like the crow in there. In reversal. The Knight of Wands. So now we have 2 12s. And the Angel de la Nuit. This is a deck-specific card. That beauty in the darkness. So right away, I'm going to pick on the Chariot because it's right in the middle and it's in reversal. This is not a moon of get up and go. I know we have the Knight of Wands, but the Chariot really kind of puts it in reversal, if you will. Puts it in stall mode. The action you're going to have with this full moon is more about getting yourself on your feet than getting yourself running. Because if you were about to try and move forward quickly right now, you would stumble, fall, and pretty much, splat on your face. Think Looney Tunes kind of moment. We want to work with the Knight of Pentacles, who's usually steadfast, working on that home front. Take the time you need. And again, please set timers. Don't hyper-focus. Don't get lost in this, because that's another way we're going to get lost in the motions and the movement. And additionally, we get stuck in that reflective mode. We get stuck in the emotion. The emotion is going to bring a lot of, discombobulation. Again, that falling splat on your face. We're missing the point. The Knight of Wands does talk about that internal zhuzh, that inner flame that we're going to need. Lots and lots of determination, lots of willpower here. Because you're going to be like, oh, this is great, I'm going to do it. And then you're going to fall. Make sure that you were feeling stable. And I would say literally wait until after Wednesday before you start to put action to any of the plans, because it feels very trippy and very easy to get going before you're ready. Think of it as trying to run a race with your shoelaces untied. There are lots of pitfalls there. But we do need that inner oomph, if you will. The double 12s does bring us into that balance, in an active balance, making sure that you're checking in. This is why we have the 6 of Cups. We need a little bit of reminiscing, not a lot, checking in, doing a little reflection here and there of how you're doing, what's happening, and how do you tie those shoelaces so that you can get up and start moving. The Tarot de Nuit really does talk about finding that beauty, that shadow weaver, and bringing it forward. You don't have to make it flashy. You don't have to share. It's more about getting that internal aha, I see moment. Again, we have a lot of that aha point coming in so that you can start to make an understanding for self, connecting that holy grail and turning it so that it's an upright cup and you can start to fill it rather than go, oh, I don't know about this. Take the time you need for you to empower you so that as you go forward, your shoelaces aren't untied and you don't do that Looney Tunes splat fall. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me in this exploration of the full hunter moon. I hope this does really empower you to take the time you need for you. And let me know how you're excited for this full moon. What things are you going to do for you? And if you haven't done so, don't forget to hit that bell, subscribe, hit all the buttons. You don't want to miss anything that I have coming forward, as I have a lot. Additionally, if you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have a Patreon page. My community is amazing and I love them. I've left a link below so you can come check it out. Again, I want to thank you for joining me in this exploration of the full hunter moon, and I hope that this does inspire you to stand up and start looking forward. Until tomorrow, my friends.